こんにちは、ハギーです。キングダムズ・オブ・アマラー、続きをプレイしていきましょう。ってわけで、新しいファクションクエストですね。ハウス・オブ・ソローという名前らしいんですけど、ちょっと詳しい話は何も分かってないんで、シナリオを進めつつ見ていきましょうかね。ビザ・レインさんか。そうそう、一度話はしたんですけどね、ちょっと他のクエストの途中だったんでスルーしたんですよね。
Though your mortal armies were victorious at Mel Senshir, you are not the only enemies of the Tuatha. The Winter Fae know their oppression as well.
どんな話だったか
For
全
a
く覚え
time,
てないな。
we suffered in silence, but our situation has grown far too dire to remain aloof. We require aid, mortal, and ask you to render it. You may call me Bizarrain. I represent one of the great houses of the Winter Court, the House of
あ、
Sorrows.
フェイの一族の一つのソロ家みたいなもんなのかな。で、例のツアサーと戦ってるところで低下してくれよみたいな、そんな話なんでしょうね。
Like your Alfar allies, we Winter Fae suffer under the Tuatha's onslaught. And like the Alfar,
メインクエストが終わってもツアサ自体は残っ
but
て
it
ん
is
だ
a
な。
difficult position we are in, mortal. The Fae are not like your kind. We have different priorities, different threats. We need someone who understands that.
手を貸しましょ
It is
う。
not a simple task I ask of you. I have only approached you because you show the potential of use. You must still prove your worth. Go to the midden and find the place called the Proving Halls.
手を貸してくれって言ってんのに、ちょっとお前試すぞって。それはどうなんだよ。はい。なんか受け取ったハートストーン。試練の祠がマップに追加されました。クエストがこれか。ハウス・オブ・ソローと関係のあるウィンターフェイのビザレインに試練の祠を見つけて試練を受けるよう指示された。どうやらウィンターフェイはツアサとの戦いで力を貸しても欲しいらしい。場所か？ここか。じゃあ行ってみましょう。お、ここか。ちなみにここの近所に、ハウス・オブ・ソローの拠点でいいのかながありますね。なんじゃこれ。おお、びっくりした。喋ったんかな思った。
I do not know. That you are here is enough. To assuage your confusion, I am Bizarrain, king of the house. During your trials, I will observe and communicate to you through this medium. This is about you, of course. You are the only mortal to be given a chance to join the House of Sorrows. But do not think such an offer is given out of honor or respect for you. What drives me to this offer is what brought you here. Necessity. Through the crystal you see before you, it is not magical in and of itself, but a conduit for my own magic. All your actions will be known to me. Every word will be listened to. What you do is of no concern to me. What I hope to evaluate is what you are, to know how you might best help the house. I have locked the way behind you. The way forward is your only path out of these halls. I can tell you no more, other than that I will be watching.
もうちょっとちゃんと教えろよって敵来たな。お、なんや。
The beast will kill me if you do not help. Beast roam these halls, mortal. Once these lands were quiet, gentle. Now they mean to kill all that tread upon it, even the Winter Fae. My people have lived in peace for decades, centuries. But now we're awash in war. and corruption, and we cannot stop it.
この人なんなんやなんで
I
こんな
do
と
not
こおんの
know. The midden, it has been sullied. We've never feared such assaults until recently. Wait, what was that? It is here.
おっと、エティンか。ウルティマオンラインでエティンいましたね。
So you have completed your first trial. Your actions spoke volumes, but your reactions are just as pertinent. You killed the creature that was chasing that woman. Why?
教えてください
It。would be at great fault if I did not know something of you, the mysterious mortal without a fate to call his own. Your lack of fate is intriguing, I will admit. And although it is why I summoned you, it does not represent the whole of your nature. Hence, the need for evaluation. Ahead, you will find a Fae of Sorrows succumbing to poison. I am interested to see what you make of him.
ほうこいつか。助けてやりゃいいんじゃねえの
Are you the mortal that Bizarrain has brought to aid us? The one he has promised? Thank mercy, I have been poisoned. But now
あれ
you
死にたがってんね
here,
よ。いや、直しゃええやん。
kill me. Please end my suffering.
何があったん
I do not know. It is some poison. In other times, the Fae would not be vulnerable to this. But we are weaker now. We are prone. I could have walked from this once. But now... Please, mortal. I know it's strange, but the Fae are not like you. Death is different to us. I will
ああ、そう
rise
か。
once more
復活すんねんな、
in
こいつら
time,
な。
but killing me will let me escape this suffering. I do not know. Everything is blurred. I do not even know where I am. It must have been him. He does whatever he cares with his subordinates. It was Bizarrain. He was meant to save us from the Tuatha, to preserve our oldest traditions, to protect the Winter Fae.
パワハラ上司なんかな、ビザリンは。どうしようかな。断ろうか。
You will just let me suffer.
まあそうやな、殺してやがった方がええのか。これは選択肢間違えた気がするな。
Sir, you spared the sword. I wonder, was it some sense of honor that stayed your blade, or something crueler? I lead a court of Winterfey who wish to free these lands from the Tuatha, and we have gone too long without new blood. You have demonstrated substantial worth. One trial remains.
おっと。
You have reached this chamber at last. The time of trial is over. No more apparitions.
幻
No
影だっ
more
たの
questions. The House of Sorrows has always held a precarious position in this world, and now we hold on to it by the tips of our fingers. You think you have broken the Tuatha's grip on Cluracan. You have not. Even now, the Winter Fae and the House of Sorrows are subject to their malice. The House of Sorrows has always existed to preserve and maintain the oldest traditions of winter. We are the essence of these Fae lands. The House holds an authority among the Fae that the Tuatha have always coveted. Now, they finally seek to claim that power for their own. We must conclude your trial. Ready your weapon. You are to strike me down.
あら、 なんでや。
What you need to do and why you must do it are two very different matters, mortal. I deal in instructions, not explanations.
もうちょっとこうコミュニケーション取ろうや。
Because there are trials that I can observe from afar, and others that I must see at hand. We have reached the trial that I must
なんか
be
全
present
体
for.
通してね、このゲームに出てくるキャラクターは人の話聞かないよな。はい、やろうか。
Indeed. Perhaps not.
どっちやねん。どこにおんの？
Speak. Now that your trial has concluded,
え？
come with me. The Tuatha have yet to break
ん？
down our doors, but I would not put that past them.
戦うんじゃな
House
い。
is poised to collapse from the Tuatha's dissension and destruction, and I need one to help us.
どこが試練
I
やね
know
ん。
it is not the mortal way to test someone in a manner such as this.
いや、戦う気満々やったのに。
It was all done out of necessity. I did not need you to understand the trial. I only needed it completed. I do not have time for you to meet the struggles of the house unprepared. Some, your reactions were real, but the Fae with whom you interacted, Tybri, Kadarok, and myself, were not. They were but apparitions of the
やっぱ
Fae
幻
you
影
will
やっ
come
たん
to
やな。
know in this house. As facsimiles, the apparitions were appropriate enough, but I think you will find their real-world counterparts more complex.
まあまあ、ええか。
Then welcome to our ranks, mortal. The Heartstone I gave you at the start of the trials will now reflect your affinity with us. Come, join me at the House of Sorrows. I will show you a world stranger than you have ever seen.
なんか偉そうなやつやな。
To your kind, it is a celebration of war. But before your mortal corpses were hung there by Tuatha, it was the emblem of our house's duty. The most reverent corpses were placed not in the midden, but hung upon those boughs to show all of nature that we still revere our essence of decay. But like all things in these lands, the tree has been defiled by war. Saturnin took our greatest symbol and turned it to filth. If we are to discuss the plight of the house, I will do so at his heart. Come, meet me in the main hall of the House of Sorrows, and we will speak more.
じゃあ、ハウス・オブ・ソロの拠点に行ってみましょう。ここでええんかな？
I have a task for you. Of late, there are many in this house who have come to view my authority with disdain. As such,
そ
there
ら
is
あんな
need of
感じやったら
someone
みんな
unbiased by
そう
our
なるやろ
house's
な。
history and the traditions therein. Someone such as you. We must move quickly. The Tuatha will not hold their strikes for long. Let us stop their next blow. You fail to understand. Although the Tuatha wage war with us, as they have with the Alfar, they do so by other methods. Our enemies are subtle. They target individuals, not armies. They strike at convictions, not cities. And by doing so, they can retreat to where we cannot find them. For all our years of struggle, we know only this. That our enemy is led by a Tuatha agent, Saturnin. He is the master of this shadowy
お
coup.
そらくこのサタン人とかいうのがボスなのかな。
We cannot right now. He hides himself and covers his tracks well. But I have a lead which you will investigate with one of our delvers, Tybri. A tender, Katarok, has fled the house and killed a fellow member in doing so. I suspect Saturnin's influence, or perhaps that Katarok might be Saturnin himself. Bring Tybri to the body of Katarok's victim. Though dead, the sorrows will remain on the corpse. The sorrows can lead us to Katarok.
タイブリーさんを護衛すると。ハウス・オブ・ソロの元テンダー、カドロックを探すようビザレインに頼まれた。自分の仲間を殺した上、ツアサの協力者かもしれないという。カドロックの犠牲者の遺体を調べるため、まずハウスの デルバー、タイブリーを密店に連れて行かねばならない。はい。行ってみましょうか。といったところで、今回の動画はこの辺りで一旦終わりにします。それではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。バイバイ。